Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation, annihilating this card's price. Guys, what is going on? Jeez, look at that. The card was 5 bones, then it pumped up to 10s. I think the last time we talked about it was 9 of 10s. I don't know if I got rid of mine. I think I did. I might have. Still think I have my personal copy plus a sealed one. But why does that matter, Jay? Because the card is a 17-piece. After a couple, 6 listings only, it's a 20-piece McNuggies from Mickey D's. And then after that is Gonzo. Wild. Why? Why is this getting bought out? You guys would know more than me. I mean, literally what you can define as a parabolic advance move. Wow. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. What a parabola. Just amazing. Amazing price discovery mode, guys. So, you know, I'm gonna check it. I mean, who uses this? Why? How? I'm just asking. I mean, level 7s? What? Cash tier? Yeah, maybe. What else? I'm curious now. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, because I know at least I have 1 or 2 of these. I had a play set. I put 1 in the binder, 1 for myself, and 1 sealed. I think I got rid of at around 10s, $9-10. I got rid of 1 of the 3 copies. So now I have 2 copies. So I want to know the fundamental reason. I don't know for this one, and I call it how it is. I'm not going to sell you something. Oh, I know everything. You know, I know every fundamental reason why this card is doing this and that. Nah, I mean, sometimes we do, but most of the times, all I care about is the fact that in this case, I own the card, and if it's going parabolic or not. Should we be selling? Should we be buying based on the charts? Because men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. And in this case, wildness. Wildness. This card from Battles of Legend Armageddon is scarce. Who knows if and when is getting an additional print. And, you know, I'm at the very least, I'm going to move my copy and leave the sealed one there just in case I need it down the line or it keeps going up in price. But that's the benefit. When you buy multiple cards, for example, with this one, when you get an RL3, just got exposure, you have options. You have options. You get to keep one for yourself. I personally got these cards at $5 and below. Me, way back when the set came out, you know, I'm like, this card is less than $5. You know, it has potential. And it only has like this print and the Shonen Jump one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see how my TCG player database is in my brain. Let's see. Okay, 3 of these. Yes, 3 of these. Interesting. Okay, I thought I was talking about the Battles of Legend Chapter 1. Oh, I think the last time, guys, I was talking about Battles of Legend Chapter 1 version, which is still $10 around here. Let's see. Yeah, so again, you have a couple one-ofs. The walls are at 15s, though. So this is the one that we were talking about at $9 or $10. And as you can see, you know, that was the latest pricing. You still technically have one here, but only 12 listings, guys. And then after a couple is a 15-piece wings from Wingstop right there. And then you good. Then you good. Then the card continues going up. It's getting scarce. People are making moves on this card. Only 3 prints. As you can see, the Battles of Legend Armageddon version literally went parabolic, guys. I think this one's next because it's the match rarity, and then the Shonen Jump is already hard to get. Shonen Jump one is already extremely hard and scarce to get. You have a couple here with an RO8. After that, it goes to 16s at the bottom of the page. So this card is heating up. This is literally your last chance. Literally your last chance with the Battles of Legend Chapter 1 at $10 before this card goes parabolic. What maybe Dragon Rulers plays this with Blaze Supreme of all Dragon Rulers, maybe. Yeah, maybe Dragon Rulers. You know, now that I stop and think about it, maybe that's why this card is making plays. Let me know what you guys think. And we have Emergency Teleport, this QCSR from the Rarity Collection 2, the Forgotten Rarity Collection, the Rarity Collection that is trash, the one that has no value. And that sealed is still probably around between $70, $75 because no one cares about this set. When they don't care, we care. When they forget, we remember. When they go left, we go right, and vice versa. You always do the opposite than Billy Box, than the masses. So again, we honed in. We talked about this card not too long ago. Literally, you want me to put it fresh off the flat? Guys, we're talking about this card not too long ago at around $10, $11, I think it was. Yeah, around down there. And look at that. It says 15s, but we're at a 20-piece. 22 listings only. And then the card goes up to 25 bones, as you can see here. And, yeah, I mean, don't forget, you do have other options. You have plenty of other options, including options in the Rarity Collection. When you come over here, set, Rarity Collection 2, you can see you have, look at that, Clean Secrets and Shekels. PCRs at under $1, that's cheating. PURs at about shekels right there. And then you got Platinum Secret Rares at 2s, guys. So again, you have options. The first step, the quarter century spikes up. You know, people want matching rarities. This is the version they want. After that, or people on a budget, they're going to come and get the ones at shekels. These are the penny stocks, the one that I love. The ones that you come in at shekels and they go from shekels to billies. Because the game is that easy. You want to get exposure to this card. Don't miss out. Psychic support is essentially here. Next week now, people are going to have access to the new punk cards, the new psychic support. What do you think people, they're going to want this card? So again, me, I'm going to be looking to get rid of all my e-tellies now. All versions across the board. You know, maybe if you go to locals, next week is a great time to start moving that liquidity because people are going to be looking for them. People are going to be looking for this card. It's just, it is what it is. They want e-tellies. They don't care the version, the new support. There's going to always be people, oh, I want to build, the new psychic support. You got to be there to have those pieces of cardboard available for them and to them. And the game is truly that easy. Hopefully you picked this one up at 10, 11, 12s when we were talking about it, because now the card is essentially up 2x. And it might just be warming up. You know, this card could easily not just be a 25 piece at the bottom of the page, but it might actually exceed those prices into the 30s. Because again, e-telly, man, iconic, you need multiples, new support. When you combine all those fundamental reasons, you can see that technically the rebound, I mean, hasn't even looked. Rebound wise, we're at an all-time high on the yearly chart. That is powerful. Price discovery mode, insane. What's going on with this card? Do not forget all these other cheap versions, guys. And if you need to, hey, track these cards as we go, first link in the description down below, fast track these, and or you can get access to buying any of these at your convenience. Each and every single card that we're talking about today, couple of clicks and you're already there on TCG Player instead of having to write those names. Use this at your convenience, guys. First link in the description down below. Don't forget our 9.5K giveaway is on point, going on right now. You know, we're going to give away a Dank Ritual playmat plus Dragon Master Lords Euro print coming to a theater near you. All you have to do is subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Make sure you like the video on the way in so, you know, we can get the channel to 9.5K so that we can host our giveaway over here on the Discord. You know, giveaway should be coming up probably next week. So stay tuned for that. We'll keep you guys posted. You want exposure to giveaways. Free. Look at that, man. Who wouldn't want to win this, man? Who wouldn't want to win this? Plus, going back to here, guys, you can see the chart of all the cards we're going to be talking about today. Going parabolic. This is when you want to sell and take profits, as you can see here. I love this chart, man. That's crazy that we can get one chart that epitomizes all the cards we're talking about today, all in one chart. Lovely, lovely, beautiful. Jay, show me the cards. I'm addicted. All right. What did I have to say? So again, 6 bones, man. Look, this card has been hovering. Wow. Consolidating. Guys, consolidation, man. Men lie, women lie. The charts don't lie. This is what you want to buy. A lack of interest, blood in the streets. When they forget, we remember. No one's paying attention to this card right now. That's why you're here. That's why you're going to subscribe, especially if you're new. That's why you're going to ring that bell, because the game is literally that easy. This is future money. Written all over it. Future money. Why? Look, it's not willy-nilly. It's not like we're just pulling this out of our... Not really. Guys, hey, this card is consolidating. You see the volume candles. That means that people are coming in and actually purchasing this card. 31 listings only. That is not that much for a first OG from a set that came out years ago and that is hard to get. $6.20. You have a beautiful playset right there. Essentially, a $20 bill gets you a playset of this card. Beautiful. Man, where's that crystal ball? It's around there. Crystal ball is undefeated. This is going to be double digits, and it could easily be 15 or 20s. I'm telling you, man, we've seen it happen time and time again, and the whole point is doing it before it happens. Anyone could be like, oh, man, this card just went up. It got bought out. Yeah, we cover buyouts on the channel, but we like to give deals and steals before they happen. 6 bones right here. At the bottom of the page is 9s. You have a couple of 1s and 2s, the playset right there, and then it's $9, $10. Gonna be a double-digit card. Before you know it, if you buy it around 6s, 7s, you're gonna be up 30, 40%. And then when the card hits 15 to 20s, you're gonna be up over 2x. The game is truly that easy. 31 listings. Do not sleep on this card. I'm telling y'all, man, we do it time and time again on the channel. We highlight deals and steals. We look at cards. Bro, this card is broken. Man, people forgot about this card. It might see play in the future. There's no way this card actually doesn't get hyped up. And you know, if it... Sometimes you don't need to talk too much. You let the cardboard do the speaking. I mean, look at this page. Look how beautiful this page looks. By the way, Jay, you haven't even showed the price. Man, my bad. Look at that. Still not 15 or 20s yet. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Kurikara Divine Carnate spiking up when we talked about it. No one else talked about it then. The card is double digits. We literally said the card was going to go double digits. Easy. Easy. Let me hold the binder right here. Beautiful cardboard. By the way, I'm addicted to the brown. Look at the beautiful cardboard. Look at that. 17 listings only. You have a couple of ones and two ofs, and then the card hits 16 bones. You can't make this stuff up. It's like if someone had a crystal ball. Look at that. And then it goes to 20s at the bottom of the page. 17 listings only. First at OG Secret Rares. Look at that. Literally, when we talked about it, look, that candle right there, that was us. That was us. Literally, when you see the curvature right there and then the spot, you cannot make this stuff up. Man, look at that. Y'all need to see this beautiful cardboard. Look how beautiful this. Look at this page, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at it. Man, the game is too easy, man. Addicted to the brown. What else is in the binder, Jay? Binder video coming soon. Look at it. Look at it. On your mark, get set, duel. Yeah, I got me a couple of those CRs at $5 because the game is that easy. All right. We're gonna stay like this. You know, guys, this is a discussion video. You know, you imagine. Yeah, I guess. Hey, should we do discussion videos on the channel? That's something, you know. I guess we'll try down the line. But in the meantime, we're addicted to the brown, guys. As we can see here, this card is 1121s. You have a couple of one-ofs. And then the card, literally, guys, is a 16-piece. Like we literally said, because the game is too easy, man. But I'm going to calm down. I'm going to leave it like that. Calm down, Jay. Too easy, man. Look at that. Man. Literally, man. Literally. First at Secret Rare. And now we all going to be eating good. By the way, when was this, guys? This was 7 days ago. A week ago. Just one measly week ago, you could have bought at a 50% dump. Literally, we showed a playset and beyond. Yeah, the game is too easy. Look at that. We also talked about this one. That's $6 around there. The Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge Secret Rare. And literally, when we talked about it, right there, it was 6s. Boom. Spiking up right here to 12. Same deal. And then it keeps going up to $15. 8 listings only. 8 listings only. Right there's the evidence. The proof is in the pudding. Right there, guys. And then we talked about the Starlights, which we showed at 120s. Now they actually hit 150s. And we also talked about the Ultimate Rare, telling you guys that $16 was too cheap. $16. Look right here. Where's the OT? Right there. Look at that. Look at that. The OT. 16 bones for the Ultimate Rare. Literally. 16 bones right there. As you can see. OT. And you had multiples here. You had multiples at 16 50s around there. And then you wake up one day and the card is a 26 piece right here. Look, we literally caught this low. Literally, man. 14 listings, 26 bones right here. And then it goes to a 35 piece. So I went to my locals, picked up 3 for 16 a pop. Put in $50. And then we're going to be moving these at 35. I mean, I'm thinking about it, you know, because I need a playset for myself. I might just keep secrets. I won't lie. I probably just keep secrets. Because if these hit 35, 40 cities, man, I wish I might. Shit, man, 50s becoming 150s? Yeah, I love them OTs, but I don't love them that much. I love the green, man, and we just keep $5 secrets, man. First stats. I mean, if those hit, you know, 15 to 20, you know, your boy might have to stay Kurikara-less. You know what I mean? And just sell them all. Nah, but I mean, I'll probably keep a place up for myself just in case, guys. Because, you know, it's if you need it down the line, you know, that's what I've done lately. Especially if I invest into multiple copies, especially like RO9s. The whole point of an RO9 is to actually keep a place up for yourself. So, you know, yeah, sometimes you got to respect the strategy, but and I love the OTs look clean. These are, you know, modern OTs that look really, really nice because most of them have, you know, looked terrible lately. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Wanted to provide you guys with that update. We have Assault Synchron, QCSR, from Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge. Card recently was a 30-piece, 13 listings, 41s right here, and then it goes to 65s at the bottom of the page. So just like we were talking about Kurikara, if you see these prices hit 15 to 20s, then it might be time to start considering to sell this card. You see me there with a page, that's all I'm waiting for. If I see a 20-piece McNuggies from Mickey D's, we start unloading because we have plenty of copies. So you want to, start selling into that liquidity. Into that demand. So, same deal. If you see this a quarter century secret rare that was 30s, and before that it was a 20-piece, start, go to 60s down here, man, you should start considering taking profits. 13 listings only. Not to say that it can't keep going up to 75s and become a $100 card. Anything is possible. But, if you came in at around 20s and you see this around 60s, 3x, not a bad time to consider moving on from, the card. And then I'd be buying the secret rare. Again, from Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge, it's the secret. Card was recently 230s. And it's here right there at 250s, and then after that it goes to 4s, and then this is going to be a $5 secret rare. That's the 2x play right there. Not bad at all, because people are going to need this card. I mean, this card is just, it was waiting for its time. I think it'll have its heyday now. We already talked about Rev Synchron, how that's a good investment. So, again, I mean, I'd be selling the high end if it reaches 60s, buying the low end, the cheap one. Again, even in a sell your cards video or sells your cards radar, essentially, cards that you should consider possibly selling either now in the short term or midterm. There's also, we squeak in some cards or the same version of a different version of the same card, that you could be buying right now. So that's the advantage of setting this up here. First link in the description down below. You can scroll down, pull this up, and get this, because it's not a bad time to get exposure to this card if you ask me. Let me just take these because we already talked about these right here. All right, so we have Junk Synchro from quarter century Stampede. Bonanza. Jeez, man, Bonanza. This card in Bonanza used to be trash. It came out, no one cared about it. It was single digis. As you can see here, was 950s. Yeah, Junk Synchron does that in a 30. You wake up one day, a 30-piece. Single digit listings. You have a play set up there, and then it starts hitting ridiculous numbers. Now you watch this card like a hawk. You put your eyes on it. If you own this card, it might hit 40 to 50s, man. Right here. You have a couple ones and two ofs in a play set here and there, but you can list under this guy. Who knows if it sells up there, but 50 bones would be like that perfect target. A 5x if it hits 50s. The card is already up 3x. Insane, this parabolic advanced price discovery mode move right here. This is a card that I'd be selling, and then you sell the max rate. I get it, guys. When I'm telling you guys to sell this card, I get most people, they want this card. Most people want this rarity. They're like, this is the rarity I want, Jay, and I'm getting ready for my synchro deck, and I want matching rarities, and QCSR is my favorite rarity, so why are you telling me to sell? I'm talking about it from a vantage point of an investment, of if you don't mind moving the card, of if you had it in your QCSR binder, or your Bonanza binder or rarity collection binder, and you just have it and you don't care for the card, or you don't mind moving it, then you make these considerations. And I would be selling this one to buy the Platinum Secret Rare. The game is truly that easy, guys. Yeah, you do have OG prints, and you have this and you have that, but this is the latest print. The people are going to want the Platinum Secret Rare. So again, what do? You buy this one. We were buying these at shekels. Man. Literally, I have so many Platinum Secret Rares. It's not even funny, man. Like, that's the only thing I hone in on as an investment from the rarity collection, essentially, or cheap quarter centuries, $5 and below. So again, on a budget. That's what we do here. Budget investing. I'm going to change the channel name. Budget investing, guys. Hey, Platinum Secret Rare. Look, card was $1 and some change, went up to 2s, and you have a couple 1-ofs, and then the card is 3s, man. That is wild. Look at that. 1-ofs all the way to if you need a place by any chance, you need to pay $6-7. That's how scarce these Platinum Secret Rares are, and people don't realize it. 25 listings only. Hopefully you picked these up 6 months ago, when we were talking about it at Shekel. Because that's when I picked mine up. I at least have a playset. So again, from shekels to billies. And then it starts adding up, because you got this Platinum Secret and the other one that Jay said, and this one, and then you trade it for that Platinum Secret. And then when you realize, and all these Bonanza Platinum Secret Rares start going up, then you have a lot of these, and then you have a lot of money. The game is truly that easy, boys. Make sure you get exposure. This is the one that I'd be buying. And of course, you do have like other prints of this card that people do forget about, you know, because you have all these other alternatives. I mean, the Duel one is pretty nice. The OG secrets are really, really nice. Let's check those out just for the funsies. You had a DT one as well, right? Where's the Duel? Okay, DT, yeah, getting cleaned out. Then you even have commons, guys. At this point, there's a lot of commons, but still, look. Card, you never know, man. If you can squeeze some of these penny stock in, you know, this common could go from 50 cents to $1. Just if it really gets hype and you know, the synchro structure deck is really good later on this year and there's a lot of hype, even these commons can go from shekels to billies. So don't sleep on it. Oh, that is not bad. OG secrets. Yo, that's crazy. OG secrets, that is not bad, guys. Quickly goes to a 20 piece down there. So again, we giving you guys the deals and steals, and then even the Duel Saga one. If it wants to load, which probably it doesn't, let's try and refresh here. Well, we'll let it refresh right there. But again, these are other alternative options. Hey, I don't like the Platinum Secret Rares. Okay. Duel Saga, OG Secrets, not bad at all. Definitely some of these versions that you should consider. We'll show the Duel Saga one if it wants to load later on here. But we have number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord Silver. It's crazy that the silver version of this card was like $5 forever. It was $5 forever ago. And, you know, you wake up today and right here, my bad, guys. Damn, all these tabs, guys. Don't do this at home. Don't open all these tabs. Card used to be like way back. Look at that. $5 forever. Many, many months passed by. Card was 5 bones and now it's a 15 piece. Up 3x from the low. 6 listings only. Is getting cleaned out. I would be listing right under this wall right here. So, you know, because wow, what a parabolic advance move on the yearly chart. You can just see the strength, man, of the move. Insane. So what do? You sell into this liquidity. You sell into this demand. I mean, people need their rank 8s. This card is just broken. It just is. It is, man. These rank 8s don't play. We always knew this card was going to be money because it did get reprinted, but it comes inside a set that is extremely hard to get, that people weren't pulling, you know, weren't opening. And yeah, you know, across the board, look, 15 pieces each right here, across the board, you know, and then the OGs are just going insane. 32s then go. That is crazy that a card can get reprinted and then it just goes back up to the previous all-time highs, because the reprints are also hard to get and the demand is extreme. So if you have number 90s, especially the ones from Battles of Legend Chapter 1 right here, might be time to, you know, consider taking them profits, man. You know, after a couple of these walls, if you start seeing these in the 20s and 30s, you know, just keep this one in mind as a card that I would be considering to move, especially if you came in at $5. You got free money, man. Now, this card is hard to get, man. It's hard to get. So we have the Seal of Orichalcos. Let me see this one. Oh, okay, wait. Before that, Junk Synchron here, Duel Saga. Yeah, it quickly goes up, man, to $4. I love Duel Saga, man. I need to do a Duel Saga market watch, or at least half of a market watch, focusing on Duel Saga one of these days. But I always forget, because when I forget, I just forget. We don't remember, huh? We got the Seal of Orichalcos, because we were talking about this in a live stream like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. And, you know, shout out to Andrew and the boys, always in the live stream having fun. Saying, yo, pick this card up. I forgot why it was it. They mentioned it in the live stream. That's the important thing of attending live streams, guys, because when you're in the live stream, you get deals that we don't talk about on the channel, like maybe we do after, like now, or you know, you just got so much value from them live streams. So don't forget to tune in. Card was $1 and some change recently, and now it's a 2-piece. That's just a one-off. Then it goes to $4 to $5 here, guys. Insane. 21 listings for a card that if you go to the yearly, you know, with shekels here for a good while. No one cared about this quarter century, and now shekels to billies. That's what it went from. Now a 50-cent card becomes $4, 5, almost giving that 10x, guys. So insane. 21 listings only. Someone mentioned why this was. I forgot. We talked about it in the live stream, but if you have this card again and you start seeing $5, take them profits, man. Especially if you came in at shekels, you take that 10x and man, you run for them hills. We have Destiny Draw QCSR. This card, again, hero support. Card used to be 3 bones. You could have come in here, even in the 2s a little bit there, get a playset for $10 post-tax, and now excuse me, guys. One is 10 bones. Clean this up janitor style. Look at that. 9 listings only. You have a couple one-ofs. Then the card hits a 30 piece. Then the card hits a 30 piece. Insane to see this parabolic advance move that the chart hasn't even updated. That's how fast this card is getting cleaned out because the game is that easy. You came in at 3s. I think we talked about this card like probably once, just making a QCSR like under $5 cards to pick up. Yeah, I remember I talked about this card, and hopefully you guys did back then because you're up 3x and the card might just keep going parabolic due to hero support. And just crazy what's going on with Destiny. Draw. We have Duels. Restaurant at table CR. You by some random chance have this card. I'd be selling, man. This card was single digits, around $9-10. Now it's a 30 piece single digits right here. Listing 7 listings. You have a couple of 1s and 2s, and then the card goes to 40s and beyond. Again, yeah, I mean, I'd be selling into these candles, man. That's just me. If you pulled this randomly, opening Wild Survivors, now is the time to move on from that card. We have Psychic and Punisher. On that same note of Psychic support finally being here, this card crashed back down and went to like 8, 9, 10s, crashed back down to 5s, and now going up in price right here, back up to 10, 16 listings only. And yeah, just this card could easily become a 15 piece in the short term and beyond, just off Psychic hype. So don't sleep on this card, Psychic and Punisher, man. Again, if you start seeing 15 to 20s, you came back in at 5s. You move it. We have Monster Reborn. This card, I was like, why is this card even here? Like in Bonanza. I get that, not just the nostalgia part. I mean, Monster Reborn, but I was like, you can't play it in Edison. You know, you don't play it in Goat. You don't play it in this. You don't play it in that. And then, you know, I saw it in, what was it? I think it was in Tengu or Hat or one of them, old, like, boomer formats that came out. I'm like, it makes sense. So people do play this. I think it was at one of those decks that I showed in yesterday's Market Watch. And you have this quarter century secret rare that used to be $5, man. It used to be around 5s. And then the card is going parabolic now. 14 listings only. You have a couple, it's a $15 card essentially, and then it starts going to 25s at the bottom of the page. So yeah, look at that. Parabolic advance move. It's attempting to revisit the previous highs. This card is iconic. It's an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it makes sense. And you don't see Monster Reborns I don't see, not even like the cheap, readily available versions. You just don't see it like out there. Honestly, you don't see these secrets, these PURs, these platinum secrets. Like, you just don't see them in person. That's crazy. Like, now that I stop and think about it, I haven't, like, even PCRs, they're rare. I don't know if they're like purposefully like short printed or whatever. But you just do not see these Monster Reborns in binders. Like, it's not common. I'm telling you. So if you need any of these versions, you want to make sure you guys get exposure. Just get your Monster Reborns because they're harder to get than what it seems. Guys, quarter century secret rare already making moves. Don't miss out on any of the other cheaper versions as well, because people actually can play it in a past format, plus the nostalgia factor as well for such an iconic, honestly, one of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Yu-Gi-Oh history, if you ask me. We have Thunder Dragon Colossus, QCSR. This card used to be what? 8 bones, single digits? Yeah, 750s, no one cared, and now parabolic. Card is up over 2x right here at a 15 piece, 16 listings only, and then it goes to 18s and eventually 20s on page 2. So again, I mean, is this being played now? It is at multiples now. So card is still broken. Yeah, make sure you keep it in mind. And then did it get the full treatment? I think so, right? Yeah, it did get the full treatment. This is one of those cards that come out in a set like Bonanza and you don't realize it, but you have less than what you think. You see a card like this, it's like, oh yeah, it came out in Bonanza, that means I have a bunch of these. And then when you go back to see, you don't have many of these. So again, it's just one of those cards. Look at that, platinum secret rares at $1 and some change. Clean secret rares right here at shekels. And then you have PURs at shekels, PCRs barely cracking that Billy mark. Again, cards like these, once the quarter century starts moving, people come back to the other luxury rares, the other prismatics, and pick those up. Don't let these penny stocks become actual money down the line. You get your exposure now when no one's talking about the card. You have Purely Pretty Memory. QCSR, we talked about this card at around, what was it? No, it wasn't 4 to 5s. It was around $7. Yeah, last week. And now the card is 1350s. 12 listings only. Then it goes to a 15-piece. Guys, because again, we've been talking about this deck archetype with Yummy. And it's not for, like, it's been over a month that we first mentioned this, guys. Pick this up. You know, we had mentioned the OT up Pure Lily. We mentioned this card, and Quarter Centuries, we're going to be coming back, picking these cards up. Hopefully you guys did. And if you did, even the last time we talked about it, which wasn't the lows of 4, but it was around 7s, you'd be up close to 2x pretty soon. Hopefully you guys digged in, or especially at least save money if you were looking to play this card. But again, now when you see it make this move into double digits, you know, 15s, 20s, then after a couple of these walls, then is when you start considering taking profit, you know, into this purely hype. Make sure that you eat, especially if you came in at 7s, man. Free money. Then we have Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Every time we come back to touch base on this card is a tad bit higher in price. Single digit listings at 8s. If you start seeing 25s and beyond, you come in and you get rid of this card, especially if you came in at single digits, guys. You take that 2.5x, 3x, and run for them hills if it hits them 25 bones for a rarity collection uno. You know, card. That's crazy. This card used to be 5s, man, at one point. It's insane. So yeah, time to take profit soon. We have Fiend Smith's Rextramendi. We talked about this card at around $18. Telling you guys to pick it up, you know, because you never know how the Fiend Smith engine morphs. People are like, oh no, Jay, that's trash. No one's using this card in the Fiend Smith package. Who cares? And then this $18 card, you know, it's around 25, 26s, and then it goes into the low to mid 30s at the bottom of the page. 18 listings only. So, I mean, again, if you see 30s, you sell. At the bottom of the page, if you came in at 18s, you take advantage of that, because this card, you know, is seeing volume come in and people actually getting exposure. It's super scarce from Supreme Darkness Suda. It's a card that no one's paying attention to. So hopefully you came in at 18s when we talked about it, and you should be selling pretty soon to recycle that purchasing power. Number 1, Infection Buzz King CR. Card was 1350s. Recently we talked about it at 17s, and now the card is single digits at 9s, a 34 piece. Quickly goes to a 40 piece. I'd be listing under this wall here. Of course, the card keeps going up to 50s and 60s, but me, if I came in at 1350s, you know, anywhere down here under $15, and I see a 40 piece, I take my clean 2.5x, live with the results, run for them hills, and then recycle that into many of the other deals, you know, cards that we advise you to buy. Not official financial advice, obviously, but, you know, like from Stampede and things of that nature. Probably cards from tomorrow's video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And we have Vados, the Dragon of Endless Darkness, QCSR. Last time we touched, I was going to say talked and was going to say touch base on this card at the same time. It was $45, and now it's 64s. Single digit listings at 9s. This card is ramping up. If you start seeing 90s to triple digits, gonzo. I'd be moving it, guys. You know, that's just me. If you manage to have this card, and don't forget that you do have an ultra. You do have an ultra rare, and the ultra, you know, let's see. The ultra says is let's see, $1 and some change. Yeah, I mean, you have a couple there at $1 and some change, but then it quickly eventually does go up. These are ultras that people are not paying attention to, and then little by little they start getting cleaned out of the markets. And then when you come back, this $1.69 with a wall of China is 2s, 3s, and beyond. Don't sleep on this card, guys. It could definitely be money, as we already seen that the QCSR is making that move. Link in the description down below. Come get $15 free. 15 free dollars over there and whatnot. Do not miss out. Yeah, check out our links, tools, and resources. Discord for our channel giveaways, and X right there as well. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow, and yeah, we continue to grow, and it's all thanks to you guys. It's a true honor and a blessing to do what we do daily. So if you can relate to what we do, even if you're an OG, just double check for your boy. Make sure you subscribe to participate in our channel giveaways, and stay in tune with our fresh off the press content, guys. So make sure you like the video on the way in as well. It would be gladly appreciated. And like we just said, this content is not official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, man. Halftime show, man. Let's drink to Bar Formation. Thank you, man. Excuse me, guys. Just got to get the H2O in sometimes. We have Fire Formation Tanky QCSR. This one is making moves. Why? Because of Lunar Lights. And we're going to touch base on Lunar Lights in just a bit, because those are cards that I'd be moving, I'd be selling, honestly. In the next, week, couple weeks, as we head into Duelist Advance. Again, you need to understand, Nats is in about a month, right? But a week before, we get Duelist Advance. And we get all the new cards, the Lunar Light cards, and all that new support. So you want to start selling in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Again, anywhere from now to the next 2 to 3 weeks, you want to start unloading, Lunar Lights. If people are playing the cards, that you want to start unloading those cards. And Fire Formation Tanky, card used to be what? $9, single digits. And now 11 listings. You have a one over here in a raw, of 8. Excuse me, guys, a Wall of China of 8 copies right here. But then it quickly goes to 20s, and then 25s, and then 30s. So again, if you start to see 25 to 30s and you came in at 10s, you take that 2.5, 3x, run for them hills. 11 listings only. This card has a lot of potential to spike. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I want you guys to add this to your seller's radar. Again, a card that if you came in at a single digits, you move at 25 to 30s, at least, at the very least. You want to eat well with this card. And then what would I be doing? I would be selling the high rarity to get what? The Platinum Secret Rare. Look at this volume candle, guys. This insane volume candle. We actually touched base. Shout out to was it Andrew and Down South and all those members in there. They're like, I think it was Down South, but I'm not sure. I don't remember my brain. You guys already know. Again, telling, hey, pick up Tankies, Lunar Light Hype, Platinum Secret Rare. Of course, you have like the OG Secrets and Supers and other versions, but this look at this volume candle. Over 100 copies sold just a day or two ago, and the card is still here with the Wall of China at 45 cents. This card can easily go from 45 cents to $1. Literally, it can go from 45 cents to $1. 100 listings, so listings are still here, but don't let this Wall of China disappear. Well, these walls of China here, between basically 50 cents post-tax here, 2 quarters a pop. Don't let this card at 2 quarters become $1, a billion, and beyond. Don't do that. You come in right now into these walls, you get exposure, as many as you want or need. Basically, 10 of these or 11 is an order with free shipping right there. So you get exposure. You pick these cards up that people are not paying attention to this version. They just go to the QCSR first. You pick up the budget option because people on a budget, this is what they're going to come for, raising this card's price up, to go from shekels to billies. Do not miss out. Then we have Lunar Light Saber Dancer. Again, this card just keeps making new highs, man. Recently with 750s, then 1250s, and now gone. 4 listings only. You got 4 here at 20s, and then it's just gone, man. You have a couple actual listings of 4 here, 4 there, and then 1 at around, low to mid 20s, and then gone. You have the LP right there. But yeah, just a couple listings left. Just got cleaned out. We touched base on the common for this one, telling you guys to pick this budget option because same deal. After the super, was that a super and ultra? You guys cleaned out. People are gonna come for this one, and this card could literally go from shekels to billies as people find themselves just needing access to the card. This came in Legendary Duelist Season 2 common. Possible to get these. And then you have the super rare from Legendary Duelist Sisters of the Rose. Again, we talked about this card. Was it last week or the week before that? And it's crazy to see it pan out. So now I'd be selling the super rare at around 20s and buying some commons if you still want exposure to the card. Not bad at all. Then we have Lunar Light Panther Dancer from Shining Victories. Card used to be $1, a buck, a billy, a bone, a bean. No one cared about this card, and now this card is gone. 3 listings only, single digit listings. You literally only have a playset left in the markets, and then there's no more. Insane, man. Right here, look, a couple of one-ofs. As you can see, you have one at $6.39 with shipping. Then it's a $10 card, double digits, and then gone. So you click all versions, and again, this card has a Shining Victories Ultra Rare, and then it has a common right here. Look at this common, man, going from 1/4 to 2 quarters a pop, already 2xing in price, 26 listings only. Do not sleep on this common. This could easily go from 2 quarters a pop to $1. So again, there's a big wall of China, a lot of supply right now. But when you have the masses come in, they're like, yo, I'm playing Lunar Light now. That's the best deck, right? You know, with the new support heading into Nats. Don't undermine the Nats market, guys. Things are going to start heating up, warming up. Guys, as you can see, parabolic advance move, even for the commons. Same deal. You sell the ultras at double digits, and you come get commons at shekels so that you can recycle that purchasing power. You know, you're up 2-3x or what? I mean, you got the ultra at what? At $1, you're up 10x. If you sell at tens, but you take those X's and put it into the common. So then when it goes from 50 cents to $1, you 2x, maybe even more. Your purchasing power that you got from the previous version. The game is that easy. You have Lunar Light Fusion, same deal. Look at that. This card recently was $6, not even $7. 4 listings only. The Lunar Light hype is here. Guys, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago to pick up your Lunar Light cards, and here we are. So now you're going to be selling into this hype, into this demand. The game is truly that easy. That easy. You're going to be selling if you have this card. But again, Jay, I don't have that one. I have the common. Me too. I bought the common for this one. Look at that. Insane volume candle. And yeah, now it's 75 cents. And then it goes to 80 cents. And eventually this common for Lunar Light Fusion is going to be, because it's just too needed, it's going to be $1. It's crazy. And the card was free. This common used to be free. Not even a quarter, bro. And now, parabolic advance move is going to push this eventually to $1 after this wallet China right here. But if you need it, Jay, I need it, I'm playing the deck, then 35 listings, I'd get exposure at 75 cents because it's still shekels, just at least to play. So don't sleep on this card. Excuse me. You have Lunar Light Serenade Dance. Again, this super rare was $1.50, went up to 9, almost 10s, crashed back down to 3s, and now it's back up to 6s. 17 listings only. I believe this is just a one-of, but after a couple of places right there, it does go to 8s and back up to double digits, guys. So 2 pages only. So this card could possibly be making moves pretty soon. So you don't want to miss out. It does have a common as an alternative print, cheaper, budget, obviously, but this is the max rarity, and people already playing their one-of. They want it to be max rarity. Again, Legendary Duelist Sisters of the Rose. Who would have thought, man? This thing came out forever ago. What came in here? Best-selling Lunar Light cards? I mean, I would imagine, but wow, Yellow Martin is already $1.50. Yo, this Lunar Light hype is real, guys. Yo, this Ultra from this set is $3-4. Virgin schedule? No way. A super rare at 2 to 3. It's crazy because, you know, when cards get hard to get and they're scarce like this, they retain value, you know? So that's wild to see that happen in that. Well, look, even a common Black Rose is $1. That's wild, man. So we opening up Sisters of the Rose. Golly, this is $176 for this box. Let's go from high to low. Damn, y'all need to stop. Get out of here, man. No way, no how. Yeah, these Harpy cards, probably money down the line, man. Just as they continue getting just more and more scarce, guys. So don't miss out. Don't miss out on this card. We have Mimigo Throne. Shout out to Jules, man. You know, he's always talking about Mimigos in the comment section. You know, are they making a comeback now? Because this card used to be $14, spiking up to 17s, but we're at 25s, 12 listings only. And yeah, if you start seeing 40s or 50s craziness here, you sell. You sell into this hype because Mimigo, yeah, they might make a run. They might be good down the line if they get new support or whatever it is. But hey, if you came in at 15s, 15 to 50s, you take that 3X clean and run for them hills, man. We have Dark Cavalry. I can't believe, you know, this card it didn't get reprint. It didn't get the Stampede treatment. This card is still a single print. Even with the future DM support, cards like these from Dual Power single print can easily become like straight money. And then you have a couple 1s and 2s here, but at the bottom of the page, start reaching 14 and eventually $15. So 20 listings only. So this is a card that I believe that people are going to be honing in on. They're going to be like, oh, it's still 10s, man. Yeah, it didn't get reprinted. Let me come back in at 10, 11. So, you know, again, you know, if you need it, you get it right now. But eventually, as these listings dry up and you start seeing higher prices, if you see this card at $20 one day, you sell and run for them hills. Shining Star Dragon, QCSR, recently had a spike from 18 to 20s, but right now is a $32 card and reaches 40s, towards 40s. and then 80s at the bottom of the page. Single digit listings at 9. You have a one pager right here. And a shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to Andrew, man. He always was talking about this card. Jay, should I pick it up? Should I get access to it? It's just $15. It's pretty cheap. You know, this, that, and the third. And yeah, look, it paid off, man. He has his 2-ofs right there. Andrew's going to be eating good because the game is truly that easy, man. And the 2X, man. Clean 2X. The game is truly that easy, man. So shout out to members like Andrew. You know, hey, you can't make this stuff up. So again, you sell this one when it reaches 40s, you know, to buy the secret rares, which, you know, I'd actually be selling pretty soon as well. 50 listings. You have a couple one-ofs. Playsets at 3s already. This card was always $1, bro. Like, we were always talking about this card. Look at this consolidation, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. This is almost a year of the card consolidating. Wow. Hopefully you guys have your copies. I have like an R9 in my binder ready to move at anything above 3s. We moving now because we're at a 3X. And then if I move all of them at around 3s, I keep a playset or 2, maybe to move one at 5s and then keep a playset to see if it keeps going up. You know, we have options. Those are good problems to have, good options to have because we came in early. When no one was talking about this card, Shining Star Dragon, we were saying, guys, we always read the effect. We always said this card is just too good. It's a secret rare. Artwork looks clean from Terminal Revenge. And now Terminal Revenge is over a year old, if I'm not mistaken. And all of a sudden, people need this card. It's hard to get. So, yeah, if you starting to see 3 to 5s, you moving, man. You start eating. That's what I'm going to start doing. So definitely keep this one in mind. Then we have Nurse Dragon Maid. Thanks to the Dragon Maid hype, you know, Nurse Dragon Maid going from 4s to 9s. And, you know, at the bottom of the page, starts hitting 15s. So 17 listings only, same deal. The next, you know, week, we're going to get the new Dragon Maid support. So now it's time to consider, especially if you see 15 to 20s in the very, very short term heading into next week, you want to be unloading this card into the Dragon Maiders. Then we have Soul Drain, man, the Lost Art. This card also didn't get the Stampede treatment. I'm like, why? Card recently was $9 single digits, around 10s, and now up 25%. 14 listings only, and after a couple of one-ups, it hits the 15 piece, man. Insane that this card didn't get a reprint in Stampede. I don't understand, man. This should have had a clean, at least secret rare in Battles of Legend then. Instead of all those fillers, trash that no one cares about, where's the Soul Drains, man? Where's the cards that actually need reprints? But again, if you start seeing 15s and beyond, you know, you can start consider moving this 15 to 20s. Then you have the supers, even these, man. Even these supers are still money. Let's click the yearly right here. Card was $4, and now it's what? 10 listings only, $8. And after a couple of one-ups here and there, it's a 15 to 20 piece. Wow, the $25 at the bottom of the page for the super rares from Astro Pack 4. People are coming for this card because it's very, very good. And I think it's good against Orcus, if I'm not mistaken. You guys will know more than me. So if you need this card, yo, that's crazy. Crazy right here, man. Multiples, you're going to have to pay that $5.38 premium right there for a card. That way back when used to just be $2. And so again, if you start seeing, you know, these walls get gobbled down, mainly the holographic ones, you can start moving in the double-digit territory. Do as you must. We have King of the Skull Servants. Again, Skull Servant we're getting the Skull Chibi, and people get hyped, and they're like, oh, I need my other ones. And then this card was 350s recently, and now single-digit listings at 8. You have a couple of 1s and 2s, and the walls are essentially almost at $10. Wow. That's just insane to me. And then after that wall of China, it goes to 20s, man, for a super rare. From OTS Tournament Pack 16, yo, insane. You do have commons that are also making moves. This card is getting cleaned out across the board, guys. Across the board. If you have King of the Skull Servants, any version, strongly consider getting rid of it because the card is making moves right now across the board. Look at that. Look at that. Even the Speed Duel Super, gonzo. Commons right here, Astro Pack, gone. So if you have this card, you move it. Any version, even the commons now, are up. So time to take profits on a card like this as the new Chibi art comes out and people get hyped for the deck archetype. So I'd be selling this card. We have Madoche Messengelato from OTS Tournament Part, a pack 14. I'm surprised I said this right. Card was 3 bones, now it's 5s, and then it goes towards 8s at the bottom of the page. 20 listings only. Listings are low because, again, Madolche's got new cards, I think. Did it get new cards? Yeah. Was it in Alliance Insight or an info or somewhere? I mean, Madolche support has been coming out and reprints in the Rarity Collection. So, again, the pieces that are hard to get in its max rarity form, people are coming back and picking these up. So, if you start seeing 8 to 10s and you came in at what, like 3 bones, or you just always had this card since it's cheaper days, and time to move on. Then we have Dark Magical Circle. Again, due to the DM hype, didn't get the Rarity Collection treatment. 12 listings only, 1s and 2s, and then it goes to 18s at the bottom of the page. Wild. So if you start seeing 15s and above, time to run for them hills, especially if you had this card at sub $5, because at that point you'd be up 3x, over 3x, eating good. We have Arch Nemesis Escatos. This card used to be, just cheap back here, a buck and some change. Now going parabolic. 18 listings here. You have a couple of 1s and 2s, and at the bottom of the page it starts going towards 850s. I know I had 2 of these. I think I traded 1 away. I need to see if I still have 1 left, because we're gonna be eating good pretty soon. Once this card has potential to be the next Protoss, essentially, in a way that it goes from cheap to expensive, that it goes from shekels to billies, that it goes from $1 to 2 to double digits, guys. So if it does, that's when you want to move it. And just, move on from the card. We have Wind Up Arsenal, Zenmayo. How do you say that? Zenmayo. This card was 15s, and then this massive volume candle came, 5 listings only, and you have a 13 wall now at 27 bones. After that, and a couple more, it hits a 50 piece, 1 page only. So, If you go to the yearly, this card used to be $3, and now it's 27s. Insane. So again, if you came in at 3s, you're moving, man. You move it. You move $3, become 27. Man, I wish I might. And then lastly, we have Elemental Hero Avian, alternate art with the hero hype. People even coming back for the OGs. A card that used to be $16 and before used to be 11s, and now it's 33. So up 3x, 6 listings only. 1 page. If you have this card, you're up 3x. Just wanted to let you know, because these cards look gorgeous. These secret rares, wow. And way back in the day, they used to be mad cheap. That's like the real crazy part to it. So again, guys, if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are straight MVPs. Hopefully you enjoyed this market watch, on this beautiful Saturday. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, just like the banner says right there. Get exposure to our giveaways, guys. And if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are just straight MVPs. Guys, thank you so much for your time, your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.